First released on PC on December 10th, 2020, then on the Quest 2, November 8th, 2021 by developer Respawn Entertainment and publisher EA, Medal of Honor Above and Beyond was a game I really wanted to love. I heard, watched, and read all the reviews before playing it, and as a reviewer myself, I'm fully aware of that old saying regarding opinions. They're like assholes, everybody's got one. So I made my mind up. I was gonna check this out for myself. I mean, I don't care who disagrees, but I liked Medal of Honor 2010 and its sequel. But the gaming world took a collective shit on those too.
I'm sorry.
So here we are, Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, and I'm thinking, maybe the critics were onto something. Let's start with the story. From where I'm standing, this is just another war story set in World War II. I'm not going to say it was particularly gripping or any such thing, but I'm not going to say it was trash either. While I won't sit here and spoil it for whoever is left to play this game, I'll say this much. It had a certain relatable human element to it that I appreciated.
The American has taken me hostage! We're coming out! Keep your gun pointed at me and stay close.
It didn't feel like one of those over-the-top Hollywood-style affairs like we see in Call of Duty or even the Warhammer franchise. It was chill and believable for some parts.
I have a motto. Life is usually a pageant of idiots and fools. But occasionally, you find yourself in the company of good people.
The VR cutscenes used to tell this story was a two-edged blade though. I appreciate the effort put into not doing some lazy, immersion-breaking Blair Witch VR flat-screen nonsense, but the fact that you couldn't move around while the cutscenes played out was another nail in the coffin of immersion.
I'm so sorry about what happened.
Then this game seemed to have wanted to take a page from the books of the Metal Gear series. It felt like 50% action, 50% story, which unlike most others, I really didn't mind that much. But if shoved down your throat stories aren't your bag, then you may want to steer clear.
I understand, sir.
Over in the audio department, Respawn did us proud. The voice acting is what I have come to expect from the franchise in pretty much any AAA game.
Thank you.
The score is what we're accustomed to for these World War I and II games. It sounds great, sounds genuine for the time period represented, but yeah, it also sounds just about the same like every other World War II game I've ever played. This isn't by any means a jab at the music, but look at it this way. Say you don't really care for reggae music to the point that you would go buy albums, attend concerts, or even sing along in the shower or while driving, then just about every reggae song is going to sound the same to you. Get where I'm coming from? Well, that's the best way I can sum up my feelings towards World War II scores. They sound right, but they all sound the same. All the ambient sounds and the sound effects were also done well. No complaints here.
Looks like he fell for our little ambush.
The visuals, again, I see the Quest 2 as the switch of VR. The PC version of this game looked so much better than what we're given here, but that was no surprise. The Quest is what it is. To be very honest with you, and I know I may take some heat for this, but the Quest 2 really ain't all that, generally. Yeah, I appreciate the convenience and the price before it rose up, but you can't pull wool over these eyes. The Quest 2 is the buggiest and most underpowered console I can remember owning in a long time, but I digress.
Oh shit!
The visuals here in Medal of Honor Above and Beyond aren't anything like its PC counterpart, but still not the worst I've seen on this platform. For Quest standards, the visuals are actually pretty good. The characters are detailed, facial expressions are well done, the animations are believable for most part, the particle effects are sweet, and the environments are done well enough. Your weapon details aren't that impressive though, and there's a bit of clipping along with a few glitches.
Would you mind passing me the pointer?
Let's get to the real important stuff, the elements that make up gameplay. On startup, we've got a decent amount of options to get you off to a good start. We have here comfort options to suit the noobs and pros alike. In the beginning, I love the way the options and settings were treated, very immersive, with the doctor putting you through a series of tests. Real nice.
The technicians call it camera shake. You can also feel this camera shake phenomenon when firing your weapon. But through the wonders of modern medicine, I can easily adjust how much camera shake you feel.
The guns also feel pretty good, and while this is important in every shooter, for first-person VR shooters, this is mandatory. The gun mechanics aren't gonna win any awards, but more than sufficient, and each gun felt noticeably different as well. This is good. Grenades are also done well here. I've said it before, VR devs need to step up their throwing mechanics. But it's done well enough here. Not Battle Sister good, but still good. You can even pull the pin with your teeth. I love this kind of attention paid to detail. We've got a single-player campaign, which is pretty much all I signed up for. A survival mode and multiplayer. I have very little interest in trying out the multiplayer, but when I did decide to give it a go, the lobbies were empty most times. The campaign is just like most reviewers been saying since 2020 though, too linear. I say too because I have no problem with a linear campaign, but this was just a stone throw from being a slideshow or maybe a movie.
Oh shit!
You basically just followed a straight line the entire way through, and I don't mean that literally, but the game plays out like an interactive storybook. It's more linear than a Call of Duty campaign. Other than the very arcadey feel, your hand was held for the entirety of the campaign, with constant arrows and prompts. Even the aim assist seemed overly generous. I found it odd though, as hand-holdy as this game was, actions like swimming and skiing were not explained that well and presented in a trial-by-fire kind of way. Then the only way I found to crouch was to physically do it. I pride myself as being a pretty fit guy. Weights training, black belt, the whole shebang. But come on, man. I got the whole immersion of VR. I get that immersion is one of VR's main hooks, but there comes a time where I'd like to relax. And when gaming, well, that's one of those times. And although I've grown to appreciate playing many VR games standing since my review of Lost in Abyss, I don't want to be doing squats while playing a video game. And if there is a way to crouch with a button, feel free to rip me a new one in the comments about it. I'll appreciate the knowledge. There were a few times as well in the campaign where I couldn't fire. I guess it had something to do with where I was positioned, but come on, if we're doing the whole immersion bit, then I should be able to fire my gun anywhere, even if it's to my own detriment. The AI was also so bad, and I mean all around. The enemy, dumb as a box of nails, and your team members, useless cheerleaders.
Hier muss der Feind sein. Habe jemanden erwischt.
Something I noticed early on, I could pick any stage I wanted to from the get-go. I don't ever like this option in a story-driven campaign, it breaks immersion. Then, the guns don't seem to carry over from stage to stage, so I made certain never to become too attached to any one gun. There are these constant fades to and from black. Again, come on guys, come on. Was this horse rushed out the gates? Come on, man.
Hey, sir, we can't believe it. No one knew what happened.
You see, what bothers me the most about Above and Beyond is its potential. That, and the fact that I've been a Medal of Honor advocate since Jump. I still got the first on the PS1. You see, when I see some truly entertaining moments, some almost epic moments, some truly immersive moments unfold, then the game reverts to its true form, a mediocre first-person VR shooter. It really breaks my heart. There really are some pretty cool moments in this game.
Lieutenant!
but they are unfortunately overshadowed by the majority of gameplay elements which border on mediocrity. I said earlier on, the Quest is the console from my recollection that crashes the most. So maybe this next observation is a Quest 2 thing. But damn did this game crash a lot. Unacceptable, Respawn. Unacceptable. Then there's the bit where save points aren't checkpoints. I hated this in Zero Caliber, and I'm sharing said sentiments here.
Lieutenant, have an explosive.
Here's an up point though. Stage variety. Yes, the stages were nicely varied. No cut and paste jobs here, and I'm not just talking about aesthetics. Even the missions you had to do, although many times unbelievable and generic, the variety was still there to keep the senses engaged. I couldn't drop my gun though, and this was definitely noticeable. It wouldn't have been in a flat game, but VR gamers know what I'm talking about. I wasn't able to switch hands either. There were also points during this short and easy campaign where strategy elements were introduced. This seemed like fluff. It seemed like it was just there for show and served no real useful purpose. Like here, when we're about to ambush some Nazis. I can't shake the feeling that regardless of where I positioned my units, the outcome would have been the same.
Where do you want me? Good work.
But there it is, my review nearly 3 years later of Medal of Honor Above and Beyond's single-player campaign. I'm not gonna say I want my wasted hours playing this slideshow back, as it had its moments. But these moments were not good enough for me to sit here telling my viewers that, as with Battle Sister, the critics were wrong. No. The critics were definitely onto something, and I'm not going to let my biased Medal of Honor loving ass allow me to mislead my viewers. Medal of Honor Above and Beyond was a mediocre experience that felt rushed and under-budgeted, like it was the unwanted stepchild that we had to dress up and take to the ball against our better judgment. This is my review, but ultimately your choice. Go grab this for yourself if you feel for a second I've been blowing smoke up your ass this entire time, and form your own opinions. Thank you for watching. If you like my content, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let's say, on the other hand, I found a way to piss you off with this one. Then hey, we all know where to find the various hate buttons, don't we? And are all too familiar with that comment section where we can freely air our displeasures and grievances. Either way, I won't hold it against you. Our game is never over.
Time 9. There is no getting out of this. Because of you, I get to meet Hitler.
Sir, I'm sorry, but I really think you need to look at this.
Is that a torpedo?